Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Phil Hodgett Experience. Today we're going to be checking out, Marsha Blackburn. I believe she is the Congresswoman of Tennessee, if I remember correctly. And she's one of the more fiery questioners in Congress. She's one of the ones who I really like to watch. And apparently she's going to quote to this new Biden judicial nominee. So let's see what she says.
Senator Rono, and now Senator Blackburn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to each of you on your nomination. Judge Alicon, I want to come to you. Some remarks you made when you were Solicitor General in D.C. to the American Constitution Society event. And you said, and I'm going to quote you through this, that it was in your job you tried to carry out and live some of the values of ACS. And here's a portion of the mission statement for ACS, and this is off of their website. It states that ACS mission includes redressing the founding failures of our Constitution and enduring inequities in our laws in pursuit of realized equality. So, in your role as both an advocate and now as a judge, do you subscribe to that part of the mission statement, and what do you see as the enduring inequities in the laws that need to be redressed?
Okay, so to start, that was a mouthful. Usually her questions aren't quite that loaded with big words. But it sounds vaguely like she's talking something about reparations or changing something in the Constitution to guarantee some sort of minimum wage law or something. A little out of context, right? It's just a 5-minute clip. So we're going to have to see what she says. And hopefully she has some sort of answer that we can piece everything together.
Senator, when I said as Solicitor General that I carry out the values of ACS, it was the values of mentorship and discussion and vibrant discussion and debate.
So then you don't agree with what is on their website. So here's another part for you. It also notes on their website that its goal is to promote laws and policies that advance realized equality. So what laws and policy are you trying to promote? And then...
Okay. Getting a little bit more context. Again, going back to the financial side. This sounds like, based on what she's talking about, like a sidestep away from basically being socialism. She's changing laws to redistribute the wealth because that's basically what she wants. From my loose, vague gathering of this so far.
Is this part of what you're trying to carry out? Is it activism as a judge that you're seeking? So as a federal judge, what would that look like? If you're trying to live this out, if you're trying to carry it out, if you're trying to change those laws?
Senator, as a judge, it is not the role to change laws. It is to interpret and apply the laws that this body passes.
Well, in your comments, that's what you said. I'm quoting you, back to you. So how would you advance realized equality from the bench?
Senator, in my current role, I take the law and I apply it to the facts and cases before me. That is what I would do if I were fortunate enough to be confirmed.
Okay, so... how would you fulfill your duty to neutrally apply the law of people that are coming before you? So describe to me your method of statutory or constitutional interpretation. How would you carry that out?
Absolutely, Senator. When I am confronted with a statutory or constitutional interpretation case, I take my cues from the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has instructed in statutory interpretation cases, you first must look at the text, and if the text is unambiguous...
Okay, so what is your understanding of original public meaning?
My understanding of original public meaning is that it is a tool of constitutional interpretation that the Supreme Court has used in interpreting the Second Amendment and the Confrontation Clause, and I would faithfully apply the Supreme Court's mechanisms for interpreting.
Original public meaning seeks an understanding of the statute as it would have been understood by the general public at the time of passage. Okay, let me move on with you for something else. Your previous nominations process, you answered several questions for the record indicating your views on when nationwide injunctions are appropriate. So can you point to any provision of the Constitution or federal law that expressly permits a single district judge to grant relief that is binding on the entire nation? Give me one.
The
Definitely
All Writs Act and Rule 65 and judicial precedents do not foreclose a district judge from entering relief that is beyond the geographical boundaries, but it should be, and as an all injunctive relief, sparingly used because it's a drastic remedy.
But it is appropriate that neither the Constitution nor any federal statute explicitly authorizes district judges to issue nationwide injunctions. Isn't that correct?
It is an equitable remedy that has not been foreclosed.
Isn't that correct? Yes or no?
It is correct that there is no law one way or
That
another.
is accurate. That is correct. Thank you. I appreciate the time.
Okay, well, honestly, that nominee, she's one of the people who I've seen answer these questions the best. Wasn't quite as fiery as these usually are. But that was good. Usually the answerees, I guess we'll call them, they have no idea what they're talking about, and they're not ready for any of these kind of questions. But yeah, but that's the episode today. So thanks for joining in. Please like, comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe. I really appreciate that. It helps support me, support the channel. And if you have anything you want me to react to, please go ahead and leave a comment and a link in the description. I really appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the future.